Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So today we're going to have a very short list. I'm not feeling so good, so I'm not likely to be trading today, but I wanted to put this out to you guys just so y'all would have it. And what we have on the market that I saw is IGC has been trending downward throughout the morning hours. Yesterday it had a trend up and definitely, kind of had that washout bounce. So what I've looked at is over the past, the non-trading hours, it's been steadily losing value. It finally bounced at $5.60. Not to be surprised that the 550 is a good solid resistance point. So we've mapped that out. And what we're looking at is in the morning, if it manages to bounce and hold this resistance, expect to see it retest the $6.68. If it can break through the 668 and continue up like it did yesterday, expect to see it somewhere up around 779. In the event that it hits the resistance and isn't able to break that, expect to see it retest around the $5.60 mark. If that doesn't hold, expect to see this thing drop down to the $4.51 mark, somewhere around there. What does that look like on the 4-hour chart? Somewhere around here. And you see how yesterday we had really nice increase, but then it just kind of corrected itself. So that's kind of what we're looking for, is some action up in here to consolidate a little bit. But if it catches footing, you can see a continuation of this bounce. And if the market gets behind the bigger tickers and forgets about IGC, expect to see it could come on back down further. Next one up is going to be NBEV. That one was interesting. All of these little stocks have kind of really had a heyday lately. What does that look like on the 4-hour? You can see where the past couple of days it was gaining back volume, but on the bigger picture, we were still consolidating. And then yesterday, it had a big sell-off there, dropped back in value. We caught some support here. And currently, while it's still trending downward, it has found support around the $6.50 mark. So what does that look like today? Well, today, if we're able to break through, hold the support and break through the resistance, we're looking at around $7.48 a retest. And if it can break through that resistance, probably come on up at least to $8.47. If it's not able to break this resistance and it comes on back down, retest the support at 651. If it cannot hold that support at 651, coming on down to around $5.52. So it's anybody's game today as people come back into the market. It's going to be a lot of uncertainty here. So that's why this is really not going to be a long and crazy list, because I think the market sentiment's a little sketchy today. Sketch. And AMD has continued to sell off. Yesterday, we thought it was going to have a little bit of footing. It really didn't. You had a massive gap down there around the 2-hour mark, where 2 hours into the market, it just decided to let the bottom drop out. Caught a little bit of ground, reconsolidated, but it just wasn't holding what we thought it would yesterday. And then it looks like that's continuing down today. Could be this way across all the tech, really. So if we can hold support, can see this thing retest resistance at around 26.49, possibly even bounce through to reclaim that gap somewhere up to around the 27.18 mark. I don't personally think that's going to happen. I think it's going to retest this resistance line, then retest the support at 25.80, break the support at 25.80, and travel on down to around $25 territory. That's my personal take on it. You can see, though, where we do have a lot of resistance. We had previous, a wedging pattern, and then we broke out and went up. You had a wedging pattern and broke up. So we're just below this one and just above this one. So I definitely see this range up in here grabbing some support. So I'm not putting a lot of faith in getting involved at the price action where it's at right now. And anybody that's been around me for a little while, you know, I'd rather just sit out on the sidelines and wait until things kind of stabilize. I like the low-hanging fruit. I don't really like the high-risk stuff. I would rather just kind of chill out, see where it's going to go, and then play once things stabilize. On the higher dollar tickers, we're looking at BABA. Actually, we're going to only look at 3 today: BABA, Apple, and Tesla. And BABA's been having a sell-off all morning. Currently, we're holding on the support side around 47.63, 147.63. There's a chance you could see it bounce up and retest the pre-market high, which is 151.75. Not likely to see it break up. It's going to depend on what the SPY does. But if it cannot hold the support, expect to see it drop down 4 points to around 143.59. Next one up, we're going to have Apple. And Apple's kind of hitting one of those areas where, you know, on the low side here at the 219 mark, we're going to find quite a bit of support around here, 218, 219, all the way down to 216. Good solid support. But we had that big gain from a week or so, and then we washed out, caught a little footing, washed out. And now we're not really sure what it's going to happen, but pre-market, look at this gap down. But you see it's bouncing solid. So I really don't like to put a lot of faith in what I think this thing could do. Pre-market resistance is around 224.06. Pre-market support is around 221.75. That's a good solid $3, $3.50 gap. So if it breaks support, you can see this thing jump up another couple of dollars to 226.35. If it can't hold that support, you can see it break down. It's anybody's guess. If you play it, good luck. Just, you know, recognize how far this one could possibly swing today. And the next one is going to be Tesla. Tesla had some crazy moves with it yesterday. People were able to make some good money if they got behind it. Wasn't really my thing, but let's take a look at it. Look at how much that thing dropped. Oh, goodness. Just 266 down to 249. That's what, like $7? I can't add, guys. That's why I have calculators. But for those of you that can add, that's crazy, right? So and then today it's moving into this ascending wedge pattern. I expect to see this thing break this pre-market resistance, hold the pre-market support somewhere here around the 250 mark, retest the pre-market resistance of 257.30, or where the daily high is so far. And if it can break through there, expect to see it bounce on up all the way up around 264.08. If it cannot break through this resistance, expect it to retest support. If it breaks through there, retest is 250.45. In the event that it cannot hold that, see it bounce down around 243.67. Honestly, though, when it comes to like what Tesla did, we had such a giant washout. And then you can see where we caught a little footing. So I think as long as the market is squishing other things, you might see a little bounce out of Tesla to come back, retest somewhere up in this area here. So I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. It's just had itself a bad few days. So we'll have to see. All in all, I'm not feeling great. I'm not liking what I'm seeing in the charts. So I will be on the sidelines today. Good luck. Stay green. I hope this all helps you. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think. And you guys are why I'm here doing this morning. Otherwise, I'd be right back in bed. All right. Well, I'll see y'all this afternoon with a recap. Bye.